if you don't want to be on camera, you can just leave your camera off. So, um, yeah, welcome everyone. My name is Kaz. I'm the CollegeBound Program Manager with the City of St. Paul. And um, we are so glad that you're here tonight and to learn more about CollegeBound and CollegeBound Elementary. Dennis, if you want to say your role.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Dennis. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the CollegeBound Elementary Coordinator for the City of St. Paul.
All right, so we are excited to just kind of deep dive CollegeBound with you all so you know how to engage with the accounts. We're going to go over the history of CollegeBound, what it is, talk about ways that you can maximize your accounts, so get your bonuses, and then Dennis is going to share about CollegeBound Elementary, our new programs that you all heard specifically about, as you have kids in pre-K this year, and then other ways to engage with CollegeBound. We will have time at the end to ask questions, but if you have questions throughout, feel free to type them in the chat or raise your hand. Thank you. So we'll get started. So CollegeBound launched January 1st, 2020, and is an initiative of the City of St. Paul's Office of Financial Empowerment. So Mayor Carter, when he got elected, one of the first things he was excited to do was to start a college savings account program. The city spent a year engaging with community members, families, different organizations to kind of find out, would a college savings account program make sense in St. Paul? Is this something that families would be interested in? And then have them put a lot of input into how it was actually designed. So here you can see Mayor Carter welcoming some of the first babies who are college-bound kids. So CollegeBound is a college savings account. So what this means is a savings account for your child has been opened by another entity. So usually it's a city, nonprofit, county, or state. In this case, it's the City of St. Paul. So the city has opened up the account. And then over time, families can contribute to the account and or earn bonuses and incentives. And then when the child finishes high school, they can request this money to use it towards education. So it will go towards any post-secondary or any post-high school education that the young person is interested in. And the reason why college savings accounts have grown in popularity, particularly over the last decade, is that the research shows that children who have just a little bit of savings are much more likely to graduate from college, to go to college and graduate. And it's a great opportunity to demonstrate to kids and young people that their city believes in them, and so does their families. So the ins and outs of CollegeBound, which you all have accounts, your kids have accounts through, is that it's a universal college savings program starting at birth. So that means all kids in St. Paul born in 2020 or after gets an account through the City of St. Paul. And we will talk a little bit later how that eligibility has expanded. So if you're not sure if your kid falls outside of that, we'll tell you more in a little bit. But so far, it's been kids born in 2020 or after who live in St. Paul. They can move to St. Paul. They don't have to be born in St. Paul. So if you were living in a different state and moved to St. Paul, your kid's 3 years old, 6 years old, you can enroll in an account. And the funds, as I mentioned, can go towards any post-secondary education. So this can be a traditional four-year university, but it could also be trade school. It could be a certificate program if someone wants to open up a business and they take a class on business accounts and things like that. This money can be used towards education, um, different kinds of education. And just to let you know, what CollegeBound so far has done is we've enrolled over 14,000 kids. I think it's actually close to 15,000 now, and saved over $3 million. So it's been growing since 2020, and we're excited to be growing even more with our partnership with St. Paul Public Schools. Um, so how do these accounts grow? So CollegeBound, is here to help families in their savings. So families are, of course, encouraged to make deposits into the accounts and help save for their kids' futures, but there's lots of opportunities for families to earn money through bonuses. So the city puts in $50 into these accounts, and I will mention that the accounts are through Bremer Bank, is our bank partner, and they're considered custodial accounts. And so what that means is the city owns the accounts, and each child is considered the beneficiary of the account. So this is positive because the money growing in the account isn't going to count against you as the parent or caretaker as your assets or income. So the city puts in $50 into the account to jumpstart the savings. And then over here on the left, you can see all of these one-time bonuses that families can earn. So for example, if you had to opt in when you enrolled your child versus having the account automatically opened, that's a $50 bonus. We've got an equity bonus that's based on demographic data that you provide or that we get from the state. First birthday bonus, $25. If you log into the savings portal, which is a $10 bonus, you will see that that first birthday bonus was given right away when they were born. So we just kind of celebrate early. And then when you log into the savings portal, which we'll talk a little bit about later, there's a survey on that portal that you can do for a $50 bonus as well. And then we have two yearly empowerment bonuses, which I will dive in more deeply on the next slide. There's also a lot of like one-off bonuses that we do. So last year we did if you save during tax time, you get an extra bonus. And we'll do deposit days where if you come make a deposit of any amount, you can get a bonus for your child's account. So all these bonuses kind of add up. And we'll talk later about how you can claim your bonus and which bonuses are going to be automatically given to you and which ones you have to actually let us know about. So the two empowerment bonuses that you see here on this slide are bonuses that you can get every year. So $50 once per year by participating in any of these activities. So the first one is the financial health bonus. This bonus can be claimed once per year, every year, for participating. You as the parent can participate or caretaker in one of these activities. So this could be a financial education class, financial counseling, coaching. If you're doing credit counseling or credit repair products or credit building, match savings program, opening up a new bank account. If you get your taxes filed through one of our VITA partners like Prepare and Prosper, you can get your bonus there. If you're doing career counseling or job training, that can count, as well as home ownership or business ownership workshops and certain kinds of financing or down payment assistance. So if you ever are wanting to get one of these bonuses and you're like, I don't know how to do one of these activities, you can reach out to us and we've got a list of resources to share with you. of different organizations in the community that offer these kinds of services. And then the child wellness bonus is our most popular bonus. So this bonus is to, promote the well-being of your child. So this is also once per year, every year. So if you start at 0 and your kid is 4 now, that's $200 if you get that every year. Um, that can be for participating in WIC, taking your baby to their checkups, getting immunizations. If you're in early Head Start, that counts. Taking an ECFE class, being in parenting group supports, family home visiting, story time at the library, and more. So that is a really easy one because most people are doing one of those things already with their child, especially taking them into their checkups every year. So you just got to let us know and we can get you that bonus every year. So we'll dive a little bit more into the bonuses and all of that in a little bit, but we've been working for the last year or two to launch a new program, which is why you all heard about this info session. So I'm going to pass it over to my coworker, Dennis, to talk about CollegeBound Elementary.
Thanks, Kaz. So all that Kaz has been talking about leading up to this is kind of the College Bound program as it's been. And so College Bound Elementary is kind of the next step in College Bound. So the oldest children who are eligible for College Bound are entering preschool. And so College Bound is also getting into school now. Working closely with St. Paul Public Schools and some community partners, CollegeBound developed a plan for implementing some programming around elementary school. And so this is kind of what we came up with and as what some of the impacts are going to be during that time. So a child who is enrolled in the St. Paul Public School elementary school from pre-K all the way through fifth grade has the can earn up to $350 in city paid bonuses over the course of those 7 years. And then throughout that time, there's going to be activities that happen in school and out of school that are going to be different opportunities for students to engage with college and career readiness and really getting them to think about their futures and connecting kind of their what they're learning about future pathways and things like that with their college bound account and how to kind of bring those two together and really forge a path forward for themselves. And then there will also, over the course of these 7 years, we here at CollegeBound really want to make sure that this whole program is very holistic, and so that we know that it doesn't just happen with creating opportunities for the child, but really making sure that the whole family has opportunities to grow in their learning and their planning for the future, so that in the community there will be up to 20 wealth literacy opportunities for children and caregivers, whether that's through our family deposit days or working with some community providers on some wealth literacy and wealth justice education. And so all of that is going to be happening over the next 7 years. And so this is their first year. And so we're really excited to be starting with the preschoolers in St. Paul Public Schools this year. This is a little bit of a closer look at what some of this might look like. So College Bound Elementary program is kind of split up into 3 different categories: boosting savings, college and career readiness experiences, and family experiences. So if you look at this, you'll notice that kind of some of the money that the city is depositing for the children come from these different activities. So a student deposit day in school every year with a $10 bonus for that in-school deposit day. So that's going to be $70 over those 7 years, as well as college and career readiness milestones are going to be happening. We're working closely with St. Paul Public Schools to integrate a wealth literacy and college and career readiness curriculum into what's already happening in the schools and within that framework. And so those activities will also bring about deposits, and then making coming to family deposit days in the community will also have those deposits triggered. And so those family deposit days are $25, while the student deposit days in those college and career are $10 each. CollegeBound Elementary is also, as the students get older, we're going to keep with this class, and it's going to be growing. So right now we're in pre-K. Next year we'll be in pre-K and kindergarten, and then pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. And by the time students get to first grade, in first grade, all first graders will take a field trip to a bank. And then when they get to fourth grade, all fourth graders are going to take a field trip to a college or university in the area. These are all ways that we're supporting that college and career readiness for those students, and working with St. Paul Public Schools and really being in line with what they already have in place through their counselor's curriculum. And then family experiences, like we said, those family deposit days, but also some wealth literacy curriculum that we're working with some experts on, and working with community groups to kind of put together and have available for children and families kind of out in the community. So and then for some students, some of that will be happening in after school programs as well. So that's a lot over 7 years. Really, we are in year one, so we need to focus a little bit on what's going to happen this year. And so one of the big things that we're working hard on is getting people in schools to recognize and understand CollegeBound, which is one of the reasons we're so happy you are here today. And so we're doing this. We're working closely with counselors and pre-K specialists to get the word into all the St. Paul public schools, elementary schools, about CollegeBound, and so that there are people at the schools that at your school that you know that you can go to when you have questions about CollegeBound. We're working closely with the district to be able to enroll and create accounts for anyone who does not already have one. And then working very closely with the district to plan a deposit day for each school. And that's likely going to be happening sometime in the early part of 2025. Coming up, we have a family deposit day. We don't have a final date for that yet, but if you are be on the lookout for some information coming from your schools or from CollegeBound about a deposit day in November, chance for you to, excuse me, come and engage with your child's account, earn a deposit into that account, and get familiar a little bit with Bremer Bank, the bank that acts as holds the custodial accounts. Finally, well, we've got two more bullet points there, but one of the big ones is that for me as the CollegeBound Elementary coordinator is we're working to recruit a parent champion at each school. This is going to be a parent or caregiver at each school who works with families, who is engaged in the community at the school, and really helps the city communicate directly with families about what's important, and we want to hear back from families what's going on. And so a parent champion will have some role in helping plan some of the events that are happening at the school, be working with a parent with the school counselor on some of those things. And so we have an interest form that you'll see a little bit later on. And so if that's something that you're interested in, please engage with that. And we'll be looking to recruit our parent champions very soon. I think we're going to have an application opening up sometime in October for people to apply. As a parent champion, you would be contracted with the city of St. Paul. So you would receive a monthly stipend. And we're really looking for people who are connected to the community, really excited about College Bound, and being multilingual, so that we're really engaging with all of the communities that are in our in St. Paul Public Schools is really important to us.
Dennis, can you share about the consents they should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kaz. So as part of the enrolling and making sure all of our preschooler pre-kindergartners have accounts, is we there will be a form coming out from the schools that is just a consent that that we can help you create these accounts. So it is in the early part of hopefully next week. There will be an email or in a text coming out that has this form, which is probably the easiest way to get it done. But counselors will also have paper copies of the consent form. So if you want to sit and talk it over with them, counselors are able to talk with you and walk you through a paper form as well. And really, all it is consenting for us to open up an account for your child, and so that they can benefit from the programming that's going on.
We,
And we will have the consent forms in multiple languages if people need them.
yeah.
Guys, did you want to add
And
something?
yeah, if you already have an account, you need to sign the consent
Yeah.
also because it's allowing SPPS to let us know that your child is in which school. And so
Yep.
therefore we can get them their deposits. So if you don't consent, then they will not be able to get any of these bonuses that Dennis just described.
Yep.
Through school activities. So the consent will allow St. Paul Public Schools to say, hey, this kid is at this school so that we know which classroom had the deposit day activity and gets that extra $10 bonus.
Yep.
So
Yep.
be on the
Thanks,
lookout
guys.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So those are the major things for a kind of what's happening this year in the schools, and what you should be expecting in the next few weeks. But one thing that lots of people are curious about is how you claim a bonus. Some of those bonuses that Kaz was talking about before, like the empowerment bonus and the health bonus. Uh, you an easy way to do it is you can share any kind of documentation that you have of participating in a program. If you took a financial health program, you can show us an email or receipt, a doctor's note from the doctor. Anything like that, and send it over to us, or you can submit a verification form. And so all that is a form that says that you verify that this thing that you took your child to library story time, and you sign it. Or if you go to the doctor, you can bring a verification form to them. They can sign that your child was there. And then all you do is you log on to your savings portal, earn that savings portal bonus by doing that. And then you upload that documentation on the savings portal. Or if you're having trouble with the portal, you can always email it in at the email address that's there, which is just collegebound@ci.stpaul.mn.us. If you're having trouble with either of those, or you can't find or remember the email, you can also mail in physical copies to us at City Hall. And so our mailing address is there. If you direct it to CollegeBound St. Paul and address it to City Hall, it'll find us, and we'll be able to take care of it for you. And then just that note there at the bottom, if documentation is a barrier, call us. We'll work with you. We want you to get the bonuses. We're here to support you and your child. So if you're having any trouble with any of those things, please just call us, and we'll figure it out together.
Yeah. We will usually just ask you a couple questions and then get you that bonus.
And then if you want to make deposits on your own, there's a few ways to do that. One is you can make them in person. In your welcome kit, or in your savings portal, you should have a an account number for your child. So if you have that number and you go to any of the Bremer Bank locations, you can give them that number. They'll be able to look up the account based on that number. And then you can make a deposit in person at that location. This is also how our family deposit days work. So we hold the deposit day at a Bremer Bank location, and make those deposits there in person. Um, yeah, and then if you want to, if you're in a position to do this and you want to make this a simple process for you, you can create a direct deposit. Um, and then all you would need to do is provide the number, the Bremer Bank routing number that's here on the slide, as well as your child's name and that account number. Give that to your employer, and you can set an amount to come out of your paycheck to go directly into your child's account. Um, and then the other way you can do it is again using Bremer Bank's routing number, your child's account number, and your child's name. You can ask for a transfer from your bank directly to the Bremer Bank, and you can do that online. If you are engaged in online banking, you can set that up as well.
So the biggest thing to note with making a deposit into your child's account is that you have to have the account number.
Yep.
So if you go to Bremer Bank and you want them to deposit and you don't have that account number, they will not be able to help you. They don't actually have that much information about your child, because these are custodial accounts and we don't ask for social security number or anything like that. So they can't look up your child's account number. If you don't know your child's account number, then you'll need to call us at CollegeBound and we can tell you it and look it up for you. You should have received a welcome kit in the mail at some point, and it has these cards on it, this account card, where it has your child's name, your child's ID number, and the account number. If you don't have one of those, you can reach out to us after this and we will send you a new one. But so for any of these, the most important thing is that you have that child account number, the bank account number. And CollegeBound is the only one that can give it to you.
Yep. And we have people call us all the time looking for their account number, so please don't be shy.
Yeah.
And also if you forget and the deposit day comes around, you can just come to the deposit day and we can look it up for you there. So please don't let that not knowing that or not having that be a barrier. Let us know. Again, we are here to help. We wanna help support you and your child. And Kaz just put our phone number there in the chat.
Yeah.
So if you want to write that down or put it in your phone so that you can call us later if you need to.
You can also email us. There's actually an easier email, collegebound@stpaul.gov also works. Just send us your child's name and date of birth and we can look that up for you. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly, yes, just to answer this question real quick, you can only submit one early childhood wellness participation per year. That's correct. So while multiple
Per child.
activities per one per child per
Yep.
year per child. So if you have 3 kids, they can each get one, and once per year, yes. So even though you might be doing like 5 of those things, that's just once per year, but every year. So one great way to engage in your child's account is to log into the savings portal. So you can actually see the account and how much money is in there. So we're gonna just show you how you get started. Actually, are you seeing the website? Okay.
Yep.
So to get started, you're going to come to our website, collegeboundstp.com. Up here in the top, you're going to see savings portal. If you're on your phone when you do it, you'll see the little menu, the three bars, and you'll click on that to find the options. So here you're going to come over to the savings portal. And if you've never logged in before, you're going to come up here to this registration page tab and click on that. So I'm not going to be able to actually log in, but this is what you'll need in order to register and create the account. So you're going to need your zip code, your child's date of birth, and the child ID. So again, the child ID was sent to you in the welcome kit on that little program card. If you don't have it, same thing, email or call us and we'll get you that. It is not the account number. It's a little confusing, but the CollegeBound ID number, you'll need it to log into the savings portal, but then you'll never really need it again. Whereas that account number, you'll need it anytime for the rest of the 18 years that you want to make deposits that your child has an account. If you're having trouble logging in, we might have an old zip code on file, so you could try a previous zip code. So it's whatever zip code was on file when the account was opened. If you come down here, you can see instructions in various languages that gives you a full details for using the savings portal here. So once you put in that initial information, it's going to ask you to create a user ID, and that's just going to be your email address and a password, and then you'll log in each time. Once you log in, you're going to be able to see like all the bonuses here, and be able to update your information if you want to do the survey and
What's the level of bonus for completing the survey, Kaz?
it's $50. So if you log into the savings portal, you get a $10 bonus. And if you do this survey, which is under forms, you'll get another $50 bonus. So $60 for going over to the savings portal. When you go to do the survey, it's going to say show forms for, and it might show your name instead of your child's name. So you'll need to toggle down and click your child's name, and then you'll see that survey link. So when you come back to log in next time, you'll do the same thing and you'll just stick in your email and your password and log in. And again, if you don't know those numbers, you just let us know. So just a couple things, as Dennis mentioned, we've got a family deposit day in November that you'll be hearing about, probably mid-October to late October. The final date, if you attend this deposit day, you'll get an extra bonus in your child's account. And then, as Dennis said, there is an interest form. If you're interested in becoming a parent or caregiver champion, I'm going to put this link in the chat. It's really long, but it's just going to collect your information so that when that application opens, as Dennis said, he'll reach out and let you know that we are ready to hear from you. We're really excited to be working with parent champions in the schools, who can really help connect all the families to CollegeBound and get them connected. So all of that said, we now are ready for questions. You can either unmute yourself and ask your question out loud. You can type it in the chat. I know we kind of went fast at the beginning to get everything in, and then if we don't have any question, that's okay too. You can always reach out to us later with more questions. So the big takeaways I'd say is, engage if you haven't engaged with the account yet and you know you have one, um, and log into that savings portal, get your bonuses accounted. So those empowerment bonuses, the child wellness and the financial health bonus, you have to let us know about those every year, whereas some of the other ones might be automatic, like the equity bonus or the first birthday bonus. Um, St. Paul Public Schools is going to be sending you a consent soon if you've got a kid in pre-K. Um, oh, I think we forgot to mention that eligibility is expanding to any kid in pre-K at an SPPS school. So even the kids who are born at the end of 2019 or who live outside of St. Paul but go to a St. Paul public schools, they'll also be able to get a CollegeBound account. So if you have friends or family um, wondering about if their kid will get to participate too, if they're in a pre-K class at an SPPS school this fall, then yes, they will if they sign that consent that they will be getting soon, and you as well. Um, yeah, if you want to take a screenshot or a picture of our contact information that's up, feel free to do that and reach out anytime. Um, we also have a language line, so if you know anybody that wants to call us and needs language support, we can get translators on the phone. Dennis, you want to stop recording in case anyone wants to